Hello and welcome back to my channel, The Traveling Yogi, and today I'm bringing you a 10-minute yin yoga for your back and hips. So we are going to start today lying down on our back and we're going to come into a spinal twist. So first of all, just make sure your neck and shoulders and everything is in line, and we're going to draw the knees into tabletop position and stretch the arms out to the side. We're going to drop both our knees over to the right side to begin with, allowing the toes to just fall nice and heavy, using your right hand to guide your knees to the ground or using a block or a cushion underneath. And if you can, gently looking over that left shoulder, pressing it into the ground and letting go of the fingertips and just breathing into that left side. This is a lovely way to just gently release your back. That's it. If you're not feeling too warm just yet, then move really mindfully. And like I said, if your knees don't get all the way to the floor, it's okay to use that cushion or block for a little bit of support. And that hand is just gently guiding them down, but focusing on that breath into that left side as we inhale. And as we exhale, letting go of the fingertips, the toes, and just letting everything sink nice and heavy into the ground. That's it. And I want you to really enjoy those deep breaths. And with every exhale, send that breath wherever you feel you need that breath to go and help that part of the body relax. So here, if you're really feeling it in your lower back, send that breath there. If you're feeling it more in your shoulder and your chest, then you can send it there. But that's the power of the breath. We can use it to go deeper and get a really gentle release. So just keep it flowing. These twists are also really good for boosting your immune system and getting your digestive system working for you. So lots of other benefits here as well. And of course, just taking some time to just relax. You know, we live in such a busy, fast-paced world, and you know, a lot of us who are office workers, we spend a lot of time sat at a desk, and that's why we can build up so much tension in the body, especially our back and especially our back and our hips as women as well. So this is so important to just take that time to unwind and enjoy a nice stretch. Good. And if you're doing this and it's your time of the month, then your hips are naturally going to be a little bit more stiff than they usually would be. So just go gentle with them when we move through these stretches today. And if it is your time of the month, these twists are really, really good to help with digestion and to help everything flow nicely and relieve stomach cramps, but just move nice and mindfully. And you know, it's the number one reason why people are going to the doctors is back pain. So gifting yourself this time to do classes like this is so, so important, so that you can show up better for every other area of your life. And that's it. Now and let's just bring the head back to the center, release that right hand and gently lift one knee at a time back to that tabletop position. And then taking them over to the left this time, letting them completely relax, pressing that right shoulder into the ground and using that left hand just to guide the knees onto the block, the cushion or the floor, and looking over that right shoulder if it feels comfortable. Breathing into that right side this time. Nice slow inhale through the nose and a gentle sigh out through the mouth, and just let go into that right side. One side will always feel a little bit easier than the other, so just be mindful and keep that breath flowing. Now, a lot of people say, you know, why am I getting back pain? I sit down all day. I don't, you know, I'm not running loads or doing loads of heavy weights. And it's because we're so reliant on, you know, office chairs to support our backs. So the muscles in our backs can often become weak. And then that's why we struggle with this back pain, because we're trying to hold ourselves, and yeah, it's straining. So it's really important to focus on strengthening the back as well as giving it a good stretch. Good. Okay, slowly floating your knees up to that tabletop, and then you're going to just rock yourself forward and up to a seated position, moving nice and mindfully. And you're going to bring your feet together and allow your knees to drop out to the side. We're going to work into the hips with our butterfly. So if this feels uncomfortable, just slide your feet a bit further away from you. I'm going to face this way so you can really see. That's it. And the most important thing is that we fold from our hips rather than our lower back. So let's inhale, hold the ankles, and think about lengthening the spine, slightly lifting the chin. And then as we exhale, we're going to come up and over, relaxing the forehead down towards our feet. And this time, I want you to really breathe into that space between your hips. So as you inhale, slowly draw that breath in, and as you exhale, send it down into your hips. And you can always use your elbows to just gently guide your knees down towards the ground and relax your head nice and heavy. That's it. Again, if it feels a little bit uncomfortable, just slide your feet a little bit further away from you. You might just be feeling a little bit extra tight in those hips today, but always pulling up first before we go over. That's it. And just enjoying those deep breaths here, nice and slowly, and really focusing on sending any tension away every time you exhale. And if you've had a lot going on in your home life, and if you've had a lot of stress recently, this could be why you're feeling this tension. So just being mindful and maybe having a little think about where this tension might have come from, because it can make it so much easier to eliminate this stress and tension through the body. Good. If you want to take this deeper into your spine, you can stretch your fingertips forward and away from you as well. Good. Slowly walking the hands, that's it, back in towards the body. And we're going to cross our legs and come into a tabletop position. And we're going to work through a cat-cow pose, a really lovely one to help with spinal mobility. So hands directly under the shoulders, that's it. Knees facing the hands, pulling the shoulders away from the ears and slightly engaging, pulling in the stomach so that we're not arch, we're in a neutral spine. Good. Now as we inhale, we're going to draw up the belly, and I want you to pull the shoulders away from your ears as you look up towards the sky, taking that deep breath in through the nose. And then as you exhale, you're going to pull the belly button to spine, rounding and relaxing the head forward, tucking the chin to chest, so we're pushing the floor away with that cat pose. That's it. And again, so coming through to cow belly as you inhale and moving really slowly here. That's it, pushing that floor away. And then as you exhale, rounding the spine. That's it, lifting through the center and relaxing the head. This is a really lovely one for the back. So just move nice and mindfully. Inhale, that's it. And exhale, push the floor away. Nice and slowly flowing with your breath here. Inhale comes through. Let's go as deep as we can for this one. Really push that floor away as you look up towards the sky. And then exhale, rounding the spine. Push the floor away, relaxing the head. Good. And slowly coming back to neutral. Now for our last position, this is amazing for your hips and lower back. And I always say, if you've only got time for one stretch, this is the one you want to do every single day. So toes together, knees are going to go as wide as we can. Slightly take the hands in front of you. Take a deep breath in. Let's go back to that cow belly, arching. And then as we exhale, sinking those hips down onto your heels. Forehead comes onto the mat, sliding the hands away from you. And if it feels uncomfortable, you just need to go a little bit wider with the legs to create that space. That's it. And if you want a deeper stretch, slightly bring your knees together. Good. Breathing into the back of the rib cage as we inhale, and as we exhale, feeling every part of the body just sinking into the ground beneath you. And closing your eyes here, I want you to imagine roots drawing down from every part of your body that's touching the floor, so you feel nice and grounded. This is a really lovely position. If you're feeling a little bit stressed and overwhelmed, and maybe, like I said, you have had that stress and that's why you're feeling these aches and pains in the back and the hips. And if you're not and you're just treating yourself to a nice stretch, then enjoy this bit of grounding time and just let everything go nice and heavy. It's very rare that we just stop and, relax. So really do enjoy. And we're going to take 3 deep breaths all together just to conclude today's practice. Breathing in through the nose and a gentle sigh to release into the ground. That's it. Drawing that breath through the nose, filling out the back of the rib cage. And exhale, release, letting go of any final stress or tension. And one more deep breath in. Exhale, let it go. And then slowly bringing your hands up and lifting yourself up into a nice lengthened spine. That's it. And come and join me in a seated position. Hopefully this feels a lot easier for you now. And let's conclude today's class with a deep breath in, lengthening through the spine, and bring the hands down to the heart center. And just feeling grateful that you've had this time to dedicate today to your well-being. Namaste. Thank you so much for joining me. I really hope you found this class helpful. Let me know in the comments below if you have any questions about any of these stretches, or if you found it helpful, and also any suggestions for other classes you might like. But I've got plenty more on my channel, so make sure you hit subscribe for more quick and effective yoga classes like this, but also dance and strength and fitness as well. We've got lots going on, and I'm so glad to have you here. So thank you so much, and have an amazing rest of your day. Mwah.